Hello everyone, Dr. Suneel Dhand. Welcome to another video. I'd like to think those of you who follow me here do so because you want open, honest debate. You want to hear things that aren't being reported elsewhere because you want to live in reality. You don't want things shoved in your face and you want to arrive at your own conclusions. So I want to share with you a very sad story today which I saw reported in the last few days. And it is about the 17-year-old daughter of a US congressman who tragically passed away. This actually happened back in June, but now the family is revealing the cause of death. It's been reported across several news outlets, and she appeared to have died suddenly from a cardiac condition. Let me share with you this story. So this is in the Daily Mail. She was fine and then her heart stopped. Illinois Representative Sean Casten reveals healthy daughter 17 died from rare cardiac arrhythmia in her sleep in June. Family has been left grasping at the wrong end of a random chance. Illinois Democratic Congressman Sean Casten has revealed his daughter Gwen, 17, died in her sleep from a cardiac arrhythmia, a rare heart condition that may have no symptoms. This past June, our daughter Gwen Casten died of a sudden cardiac arrhythmia. In layman's terms, she was fine and then her heart stopped, said the family in a statement. A cardiac arrhythmia, which means an irregular heartbeat, can feel like a fluttering or racing heart and may be harmless according to the Mayo Clinic, while others can be life-threatening. That's certainly true, I can tell you, as a doctor who regularly treats almost on a daily basis cardiac conditions. Heart rhythm abnormalities can range from very benign to very serious indeed and fatal. We don't know what caused the arrhythmia and likely never will. Gwen died peacefully in her sleep after having dinner with her parents and then going out with friends. Sudden, unexplained heart failure among young, healthy people is rare but real. She had a big, beautiful, kind, loving heart and it stopped, as all must. And here is a picture here, just absolutely tragic young girl. And a statement here reads, "This past June, our daughter Gwen Casten died of a sudden cardiac arrhythmia. In layman's terms, she was fine and then her heart stopped. We don't know what caused the arrhythmia and likely never will. Gwen was a healthy 2022 teenager. She ate well, exercised, got regular checkups, didn't suffer from any behavioral health issues, and had close relationships with family and friends. She was fully jabbed and quarantined after occasional positive asymptomatic tests of the virus during Omicron. She had just come home from an evening with friends, went to bed, and didn't wake up. We are heartbroken, but we are not unique. Sudden, unexplained heart failure among young, healthy people is rare but real." So the article then goes down. The most common type of arrhythmia is an atrial fibrillation or AFib. AFibs are attributed to 150,000 deaths every year. I'm actually surprised with that statistic because atrial fibrillation is a very common arrhythmia, especially in older people. And typically it's very well managed with medications. So I'll have to do some research into that statistic myself. According to the CDC, about 2,000 young healthy people under the age of 25 die of sudden cardiac arrest in the United States each year. Such sudden fatal events are still rare in people under 35, according to the Mayo Clinic, but are more common in males than in females. Sudden death occurs in adolescents and young adults. It's sometimes due to undiagnosed heart conditions, such as a genetic heart disease. So again, my condolences to the family at this tragic and devastating time. But I want to have a wider discussion here about this topic of young, healthy people dying of cardiac conditions, because I am a keen watcher of the news, especially, of course, health news, and I have never ever seen so many of these stories being reported. Just over the last couple of weeks, actually you can do it. Go online and Google "suddenly dies" and see what you come up with, because I want to share with you this just within the last couple of weeks. Here we have a story: tragic loss. Wonderful soldier 18 who walked alongside Queen's coffin during her funeral procession is found dead at his barracks. Then we have Sarah Lee, WWE star, dies suddenly, aged 30. And today we had a story. Martine McCutcheon, who is a famous British actress, shares heartbreak tribute after her baby brother dies suddenly, and her brother was 31 years old. And within the United States, I've seen stories being reported. This is in the last couple of weeks as well. Marine from Philadelphia dies suddenly, age 27. As a doctor who strives to think scientifically and rationally, as every doctor and scientist should, that should always be what we're all about, taking a step back and looking at things through the lens of real science and real data. I think to myself, well, am I simply hearing more of these stories because there's more focus on them, because the media is reporting them and we live in this 24/7 online world? Is that a possibility? Or indeed, are there a much higher number of young people now dying suddenly of cardiac conditions? Now, over the last few weeks, I've made a few videos actually about the excess deaths that are being reported across Europe. And sadly, for those of us in the United States, we cannot rely on American statistics. Data collection here is absolutely rubbish. It is trash. European countries and certain other countries in the world like Israel keep very accurate data when it comes to health statistics, including mortality. So my next demand from all of the authorities, including the United Kingdom, when they are reporting excess deaths, as I've been talking about in my videos, the crucial question to ask is really the only question when it comes to this topic: what is the age breakdown of the deaths? We have to know this, and we have to know the data, because it is not normal for young people, teenagers, 20-something-year-olds, 30-something-year-olds to suddenly keel over and die. That is not a normal thing. So I really want to get the age breakdown from all of these statistics. And when we're talking excess deaths, if there are really excess deaths occurring in younger age groups, that is a catastrophe, and the medical community needs to be right onto it. Now, I have my own theories as to the different factors that could be involved here, but any scientific investigation, any medical investigation into something like this has to consider all possibilities and then try our best to narrow them down. Thanks everyone for listening. Dr. Suneel Dhand. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do hit the subscribe button for more similar videos in the future. Also hit the bell button so you get notified when I make more videos. Remember 3 things. Modern mainstream culture will make you very sick very fast. Sadly, a lot of healthcare and medicine has become completely corrupted, and fewer things are to be more cherished than our freedom. Do also come follow me on my uncensored platform, locals.com. That link is down below, where we have more open, honest, interesting discussions away from this environment of big tech, censorship, and silencing. Terrible, I need to say that in the United States, but I do. We will talk again very soon.